Good morning.
And welcome aboard, everybody. It's Sunday. The chat room is filling up. You got SM King Turd standing next to Nolan Ryan. Can't tell the difference as to who is who. Actually, King Turd looks like Reed Detmers. It doesn't look like Nolan Ryan, okay? But anyway, good morning to everybody, and let's get right to it. We welcome you aboard. It's a great week. Anthony Miller has figured out how to sign in, so he's back. Chris Gallo is here. Boston Paul, in spite of the fact that Meneses just came off the some kind of list or something like that, but he's back. So is Boston Paul. James Caplion is here. Laura has joined us, sitting in her seat. Somebody get her a pizza. Tommy Johnson is here from the great state of Pittsburgh. And, of course, all the guests that are here right now, go upstairs and sign in so we can tell who you are, so we can offer you something. And away we go.
Wait, say hi to the chat room.
I just did.
But the sound isn't coming through yet, so just hold on a second. Let's wait for the sound.
Also, Post 1958 is here. Everybody in the chat room doing okay. How's the sound?
It's not on yet.
Okay, no sound, no doubt.
So, Leonard,
sound.
I got a text.
Waiting for sound. How's the sound?
It's on now.
Okay, sound is good. Good morning. Anthony D.B. Miller has snuck in. He finally paid his way in, so he's back in the chat room. Boston Paul, who was on the injured list with Meneses. Chris Gallo is here. No golf today. James Caplion. Laura is back. Somebody buy her a pizza. Post 1958. Tommy Johnson. SM King Turd. Standing next to his Nolan Ryan statue. But it's really not Nolan Ryan. It's
Reed Detmers.
It's Reed Detmers. okay.
I think King Turd took Turd Jr. to his first game yesterday.
Yeah, I think they're there now.
Yeah, it's 6 in the morning there, isn't it?
I don't know.
Or maybe 7.
That's when you're supposed to get there. So have a good game, King Turd and King Turd Jr.
He's 4 years old, Leonard.
4 years old. Great
time
to go to a baseball game.
Absolutely.
Okay? It is great. Okay. Now, first, I want to mention one thing about Jimmy Brown. Andy was on yesterday, and she never really experienced the Jimmy Brown era. But she said everything that had to be said, except for a couple of things. Jimmy Brown, the most fascinating thing about Jimmy Brown, to me, was after the play was over and the referee blew the whistle, it looked like Jimmy Brown would never make it back into the huddle. Jimmy Brown would get up slowly. He was known for this. I can't even emphasize how much it was that he looked like he was going to get carried off the field. Nakahoma, good morning. Instead, Jimmy Brown struggled back into the huddle. You wouldn't even think that he knew the play. And what happens next? Jimmy Brown gets the ball and starts knocking everybody over again. It was amazing. He did it every time. He struggled back into the huddle, and then he gets the ball. And, of course, with Jimmy Brown and Leroy Kelly played for a little while, and Bobby Mitchell could be the best backfield tandem. I'd still vote for Horning and Jim Taylor, but that's my Jimmy Brown thing. Andy, could you imagine a running back struggling to get back into the huddle and then getting the ball? Nobody would even think he would get the ball.
That's pretty good, Leonard. I don't even know the guy.
Well, that's my Jimmy Brown story for the week.
So Liam Hendriks threw some batting practice. They say he's nearing a return to the big leagues. Look, he's on his way back. He's on his journey back. We're all very proud of him. But the manager refuses to get into any specifics. And every time he goes out there, it's like, we'll reevaluate and reevaluate.
Of course. What do you think he's going to do? This is what he is, man. What a remarkable comeback. Everybody talks about Bryce Harper coming back from Tommy John surgery. Liam Hendriks nears the return to the big leagues. and forget about it. Okay, so he's close. That is something that if there's not a standing ovation, I don't care what team you're on, what side you're on, even the opposition's got to get out of the dugout and give him what he deserves. How about that?
There's 2 Yankees with 7 or more home runs and 7 or more walks in any 7-game span since in history.
2 Yankees
with 7 or more home runs and 7 or more walks in any 7-game span.
Well, I don't think just that. I think Babe Ruth is one.
Mickey Mantle.
And I'd probably say Mickey Mantle, the other one.
And
right?
Judge.
And Judge. So that's pretty. The Yankees now are on a 5-1 road trip. I don't know if that includes yesterday.
But Aaron Judge has had the game-winning RBI in all 5.
All 5, right?
Yeah,
that's amazing. Unbelievable. No other player in the last 50 years has had a 5-game winning RBI on the road in a span of 6 days or less.
So last year when Judge broke all kinds of home run records, right?
Yes.
Kinda. He hit 14 home runs in 37-game span.
Yeah.
This year, he's hit 13 home runs in 37.
Oh, he's having an off year. Year. Aaron Judge. Incredible.
I don't even want to... Where's Malpal? Is he here today?
Malpal is not in the chat room right now. Maybe...
Okay, let's say it before he gets here.
Might be sleeping right now.
Okay, let's say it before he gets here.
What a crime, okay?
The Padres...
Oh, the Padres?
They lost again yesterday. They're 20-26. So disappointing.
The largest payroll outside of New York, and they lose again 4-2. Is this the most disappointing season of any team that you can think of? I mean, the Padres went all out. They got players. They got the Tatis and all the guys. They got them all.
I think they'll still come back and do
I
good.
think they still will. I think it's... Remember last year, Philadelphia was out of it, and then Philadelphia made it to the World Series. So let's... Come on. What, 40 games being played? That's slightly less than 1/4 of the season.
Yeah.
So the Padres have what it takes. The only thing that makes it difficult for the Padres is they're in a division with the Dodgers. And we have a lot to say.
Who cares? The Dodgers suck.
We have a lot to say about the Dodgers.
The Dodgers suck. Their pitching is falling apart, rightfully so.
Well, the pitching's falling apart.
They signed Ken Giles.
Ken Giles.
Is that going to help them?
I think you guys, if you didn't hear about this, run out right now and get Ken Giles.
For what reason?
He'll be the closer for the Dodgers.
Oh, give me a break.
He will be the closer for the Dodgers.
No, he won't. He signed a minor league deal, number one. Number two, they have 3 decent closers already. They're using a committee right now. Ken Giles, okay, he's had some good years, but he's not what he used to be.
Well, I think Ken Giles has a chance to
Bull dinky.
turn look, the Dodgers, in spite of what we're saying about the Dodgers, they've won 16 of 20, and I got to tell you.
That's because Mookie Betts is going crazy for him.
MVP.
Well, look, he has 11 hits in the last 12 games. And
it's a 12-game span. It wasn't the last. I don't think he counted last night.
Oh, big deal. 11 hits in 12 games.
Yeah,
What the hell? Is that
right.
something to be so proud of?
One of which have gone for extra bases.
Just one.
He has 5 of his 10 homers in that span. He's up to 251, 28 RBIs, 31 runs, a stolen base, 13 doubles. Mookie Betts will win the MVP in the National League.
I totally disagree.
Who do you think will?
Okay.
Who?
Off the top of my head,
It's not Mookie
Pete
Betts.
Alonso.
Well, Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso homered in 4 straight games. Tied for the second longest streak in Met history.
Okay, I don't care about the others.
Well, you got...
We want to read all these...
Richard Hidalgo. He got hit in 5 straight, but it's Alonso's second 4-home run streak, making him the second Met, along with Mike Piazza, to hit 4 home runs in a row. Okay. So there you go.
All right, the Dodgers lost Julio Urias.
Oh, this is bad.
Yeah. Gavin Stone will replace Dustin May, but who's going to replace Urias? Syndergaard last night was done after 5 innings, and the Dodgers haven't had a starting pitcher into the 6th inning since Julio Urias did it a week ago. They have now Kershaw, Gonsolin, and Syndergaard. They have more starters on the injured list like Urias, May, Grove, and Pepio, but none of these guys are really ready to come back anytime soon. So, and also, the first time through the Cardinals' rotation, Syndergaard gave up 3 hits, walked a batter, hit a batter, and gave up 2 stolen bases. It's 12 for 12 stolen bases for opposing base runners with him on the mound. Anytime
He can't hold a runner
Syndergaard goes
on.
up to
Can't
any,
do it.
if he goes up against any speedy guy, you gotta take the speedy guy in your DFS because he doesn't even try to get runners out.
That's right. You gotta run on Syndergaard, and that's not good. That's absolutely not good. But Syndergaard's a tough one, and of course,
I already read that.
what are you talking about?
I
So,
already read that.
what are you talking about? What are you reading? What are you talking about?
What, you think this stuff comes from our heads?
It comes from your head. So anyway, Syndergaard, tough pitcher to take. By the way, let's see how smart you are then. Name the player in the Major League Baseball who has made out the most times making out of the game this season, making the last out. What player has made the most last outs in games this year?
Does that
See how
even
good-
matter?
Let's see I want to see how smart you are.
Who cares?
What player has made the last out in the most games this year?
What does made the last out mean? Throw the pitcher out at first or batting and
Well,
then
that
he
means
gets
batted
out?
and made the last out. Trey Turner.
So what? He's having a disappointing season. It has nothing to do with this.
Is he having the most disappointing season?
No.
Excuse me. Who,
No.
Can you think of somebody else?
Yeah.
Who?
Machado.
Machado or Turner?
There's a couple pitchers that could be in that list.
Well, let's go to the chat room. Who's having a more disappointing year? Machado or Trey Turner? So many people
That's
pick...
just off the top of my head, but there's plenty of guys. How about Austin Riley, who's not doing anything?
Okay, but many people pick Trey Turner as a number 1 pick in a fantasy draft. Okay, you convinced that Michael Kopech is back?
Yes.
Why?
Well, I think he's better than ever now. He's the first pitcher in baseball history to finish a game with 8 innings and 10 or more strikeouts while facing the minimum number of batters, 24. Faced the minimum number of batters.
Michael Kopech has shown so far in his brief
And he didn't walk anybody.
and young career that he can't put 2 games in a row back to back. Okay?
Okay,
So
I don't know if that's coincidence, but he hasn't been that good of a pitcher so far.
No, he hasn't. He's had some good games, but he hasn't put 2 back to back.
Jared Walsh came back yesterday.
Right, post 1958. Jeter Luna is there. Oh, I see you.
And
Good morning.
Tito,
And
his
Tito.
dad.
Tito, well, we know his dad, but it's more important that Jeter is here.
Why? Because we love youngsters?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
What are you saying about Jared Walsh?
Jared Walsh, he hit 440 in 7 rehab games. Now he's back.
Yep.
Can't say much for what he did
Okay.
on his first day back.
Chomping at the bit. You know, he hit 440 in 7 rehab games with AAA.
Really? Did you just come up with that?
No.
I just said that.
Oh, you did say it? I don't listen to you. Sorry about that.
What's the point, Leonard?
What about the Phillies? Now, we're all looking for pitching. The Phillies in a desperate need for pitching. Every team has a certain desperate need. They claimed Dylan Covey off of the waivers from the Dodgers.
Yeah, the Dodgers really had room to give up a pitcher.
I don't know. Well, he was claimed off waivers by the Phillies, according to Matt Gelb. He was designated for assignment by the Dodgers. That should tell you everything you want to know.
He's going to start on Tuesday.
He's going to start
He's
on
likely
Tuesday.
to start on Tuesday. So whether he sticks around going forward will be determined partially at least by how he pitches against the Diamondbacks on Tuesday. So
Right.
Taijuan Walker will start today.
Yeah, remember he got blasted in his last outing, okay? So he's going to start on 3 days rest. He threw, what, how many pitches?
40.
40 pitches in his last outing last week. So Taijuan Walker goes today, right? On 3 days rest.
Yes.
Zach Wheeler's going to go Monday, and we'll see what happens then. So Sunday, today, 12 years and 234 days since Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander. Remember when they were both on Detroit? They started a doubleheader together back in 2010, and that's the longest gap between two pitchers starting on the same team, starting a doubleheader the same day. Cal McClish and Johnny Klipstein.
What a
I
useless-
have both of those cards.
Okay, well then that's why you put this
That's
useless
right.
tidbit in.
We're the last one to do it. Go ahead.
So Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander, they're both going up. They're doing a doubleheader today.
Yeah.
I really don't. You want to really know about the last person that did this?
Well, also for the Mets, Pedro Martinez and Johan Santana. So we'll see.
Oh God.
If you watching the Yankee game and you take a look at who's the number 2 hitter for the Yankees?
Judge.
Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge is 6'7", maybe the biggest number 2 hitter in the history of baseball. For Cincinnati, the number 2 hitter, you know who that is?
Matt McLean.
Matt McLean.
When he plays.
So Judge is 6'7", batting second for the Yankees. Matt McLean is 5'8", batting second for Cincinnati. Did they get any points for that?
No.
I don't think
What
so.
does this mean? A player has never finished the season with 55 home runs.
That means that 55 home runs has never been the total of home runs hit by any player in any league. They've hit 57, they've hit 60. Nobody's ever hit 55.
Okay.
Just a little tidbit, okay? But in terms of a leadoff hitter, can you think off the top of any leadoff hitter